Okay, so hello class. For today's presentation, I'm gonna show you a comprehensive illustration that will show how to prepare journal entries, how to post transactions from journal sheets to T accounts, and how to prepare a preliminary trial balance or what we called an adjusted trial balance. So, in this activity or illustration, we're going to prepare uh, journal entries for the transactions pertaining to Z companies for the month of April year 2020. So, basahin na natin yung problem. So, Z company needs to have a bookkeeper for the month of March 2020, its first month of business operation. You are tasked to prepare the following requirements stated below the business transactions. So, class, what you see in this table is the chart of accounts of Z company. So, di ba, based sa discussion ko ng previous lectures ko, di ba, ang chart of accounts, yan yung listings ng lahat ng account titles na ginagamit ng company sa paglilibro ng kanyang transactions. So, sa madalit salita, chart of accounts is the listings of all the account titles used by the company in recording its business transactions. So, these are the account titles that we're going to use all throughout the recording process of the following transactions. So, the numbers that you can see or that are presented beside each account title is what we call the account number. So, yan po yung ilalagay natin sa posting reference column sa journal sheets natin right after we have posted the transaction to the account. So, let's begin. So, class, I'm going to record the business transactions in an Excel file para mas madali or mas maganda yung presentation ko sa inyo, okay? So, for the month of, mali lang ako nalagay dito, this should be for the month of March. So, March 1, Mr. Z, the owner, invested capital of 2 million cash to the business. He also invested land worth 4 million on the state. So the requirements that are stated below the transaction or just prepare journal entries, post the transactions from journal sheets to the accounts, and yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, prepare a trial balance or preparation of a preliminary trial balance. Okay, so ito yung Excel file na pin-prepare ko. Dito tayo magre-record ng mga transactions. So, as you can recall, diba, the format that we have in our journal sheets are the following. So, in the first column, we're going to write the date of the transaction, then account titles and explanations for these columns, and then PR for the posting reference wherein we're going to write the account number that are presented in the chart of accounts of the company right after we have posted all the transactions to T accounts. Ito po yung T accounts ko. So, mamaya ipapresent ko din sa inyo. So, after posting reference column, the debit and credit columns na. So, this is what comprised our journal sheets. So, to record the March 1 transaction for Mr. Z, invested capital na cash amounting to 2 million and land 4 million. So, i-analyze natin tong transaction. So, the owner invested a cash and a non-cash asset. So, ano-ano po yung mga yon? Yung ininvest niya ay cash, highlight natin, cash and land. Yung non-cash asset na ininvest ni Mr. Z. And take note that since itong transaction na to ay investment type of transaction, di ba? When a business transaction or when the transaction that we are going to record pertains to an investment type of transaction, it shall reflect on the capital amount of the owner. So, in this problem, Z capital yung ginagamit na account title pagre-record ng lahat ng investments na ginawa ni owner sa business. So, in this example, or in this transaction, there are there are 3 account titles affected, namely, the cash, land, and yung Z capital niya. Di ba ganun tayo mag-analyze? So, class, magi-increase ang cash, magi-increase ang land, which are both an asset type, di ba, an asset account. So, ano nga ulit yung normal balance ng asset? The normal balance for asset is debit. So, whenever we're going to record an increase in the asset account, we are going to debit them. So, in this example, We write the date, March 1. Nilagay ko na lang dito yung pinakang year para hindi na tayo pa ulit-ulit sa paglalagay sa date. And then, since based sa analysis natin, mag-i-increase po ang cash kasi mag-i-invest si owner sa business. And land will also increase in value. So, cash will increase in the amount of 2 million pesos. And how much is the land? The land is amounting to 4 million pesos. So for a total of 6 million pesos. So, all this amount will be credited to Z Capital. Okay? Kasi po, this is an investment type of transaction. So, if we're going to write an explanation to this transaction, we can just write to record the investment made by Mr. Z. So, as simple as that. Okay? So, liitan na lang natin, para magkasya. Okay. So, yan. Next po ay, okay na tayo sa March 1. Next transaction is March 5. Purchased computer worth 50,000 pesos. Terms are 50% down payment and the balance on account. So, i-analyze ulit natin yung transaction. This is an acquisition of an asset using the cash of the business, diba? Kasi purchased po yung ginamit na word. So, kung sinabi niya na invested, edi kay capital ang reflect niyan. Pero since in this transaction, it is stated that the company purchased computer, it means to say that the company used its own cash in availing the computer. But take note that there are terms stated in this transaction, which states that 50% lang po yung down payment. Meaning to say, 50% of the 50,000 pesos worth of computer was paid using cash. And the other 50% was on account. Okay, so kung on account yan, and nag-purchase tayo, ibig sabihin, nag-purchase tayo ng computer without paying enough cash. So, nagkaroon tayo ng balance. Therefore, ang pasok dapat nun ay sa accounts payable. So, kung i-record natin siya, March 5, we have to debit. Ano yung papasok sa business natin? Of course, magkakaroon po tayo ng asset. Okay? Asset in the form of computer. So, kapag may increase in asset, we have to debit such asset account. So, for this transaction, we're going to use computer kasi computer po yung pinapagamit based din sa chart of accounts na given sa problem. Okay? So, computer worth 50,000. Class according to historical cost. Diba? Pinag-usapan natin yung accounting concepts and principles. Sorry, nalayo ko yung mic. We have talked about the historical cost, which states that assets must be recorded using the historical cost or the acquisition cost. So, yung computer, kahit pa in-acquire natin siya on account and by paying 50% down payment, we have to record it on its acquisition cost or price, kung magkano yung worth niya, which is yung 50,000 pesos. And class, take note that we have paid 50% down payment. Therefore, magbabayad yung business ng cash, mababawasan yung amount ng cash sa business. Therefore, 50% po nito is 25,000. So, it means to say the 25,000 amount of cash will decrease, diba? Kasi we have to pay 25,000 to the supplier of the computer. And the rest, or the balance of the amount, which is 25,000, kasi 50,000 yung worth niya, 25,000 pa lang yung binayad natin. So, yung 25,000 will be credited to accounts payable. Tama ba? Accounts payable ba yung pinapagamit sa chart of accounts? Okay, may accounts payable. Hindi naman yan loans payable. Kasi loans payable pertains to the funds borrowed from financial institutions or from banks. Hindi rin utilities payable kasi again, kung i-recall natin ang utilities payable, this refer to the payable of the company due to unpaid bills from Meralco, from Maynila, dito sa atin sa Lucena, Prime Water, mga bayad sa wifi, telephone bills, okay. So, hindi rin yan an earned service revenue because an earned service revenue pertains to the amount of cash that we have received from our clients or from our customers without rendering service to them pa. So, unearned service revenue, nakatanggap tayo ng cash, but still we have to render services, or we still have to provide goods in the future to our clients or customers. Okay? So, accounts payable, natin ipapasok yung utang natin sa computer. Okay, class? So, ang ilagay na lang natin dito is to, anyari. Sorry. Kita lang natin. To record purchase of computer on account and by making a 50% down payment. So, class, you can write anything on the account explanation or the explanation that you write in the journals, okay? As long as it is related to what happened to that business transaction. So, class, for illustration purposes, para para mapaiksi itong presentation at sayang naman sa load nyo, diba? We're just going to skip writing or putting explanation. So, what I am going to do for the future transactions is I'm just gonna write what is the account titles to be debited, the account titles to be credited together with the amounts and date. Pero yung skip muna natin para mabilis tayo, okay? So, kanya-kanyang lagay na lang, okay? So, on March 8, next transaction, rendered services to client on account amounting to 100,000 pesos. Class, take note that Mr. Z or Z company already rendered service to client X. But still on account, ibig sabihin, client X has not made any payment or has not made any cash payment to Mr. Z. Okay? Or to Z company. So, it means to say that the amount of 100,000, hindi pa po natin yan ide-debit kay cash. Kasi, hindi pa nakaka-receive ng cash si Z company. So, saan ang pasok natin yan? Class, since wala po tayong accrued income, we still have to record it as our accounts receivable. Okay? So, class, hindi ito unearned service revenue, kasi again, ang unearned service revenue, nauna yung tanggap natin ng cash compared sa pagre-render natin ng service. Okay? So, itong March 8, nauna yung pagre-render natin ng service. That's why we have the right to record service revenue. Service revenue, the account title na nakalagay dito sa chart of accounts that Z company uses whenever it records income from its services. Okay, so for March 8 transaction, meron na po tayong right to record service revenue because Z company has already rendered services in the amount of 100,000. But since it is stated that it is still on account, so we have to debit it to accounts receivable pa. Kasi wala pa pong natatanggap na cash si Z company. Okay. So, for the explanations, pwedeng isulat nyo na lang dyan na to record the service revenue on account. Pwedeng ganun na lang. Next transaction is March 9. Client Y availed and paid the services of Z company worth 56,000. Take note that on March 9, si Client Y, another client of Z company, nag-avail siya ng service ni Z company and nagbayad na din siya. So, in this transaction, since it is stated that the client or the customer has already made payment to Z company, magre-record na po tayo ng cash dito. So, this is March 9. So, the amount of cash in the business will increase. Therefore, we have to debit it. Kasi, di ba, ang cash po ay asset account. So, whenever we are going to show an increase in the asset, diba, we have to debit it kasi yun yung normal balance ni asset. And then, in the amount of 56,000 pesos. And then, class, we have to record it as service revenue, 56,000. So, the only difference in March 8, transaction in March 9, sa March 8, nag-render ng service, wala pang bayad, that's why account receivable muna. Sa March 9, nagbayad na kaagad si client Y. Diba? Ito kasi client X. Okay. So, for the next transaction, March 10, loaned from the bank 600,000 pesos cash. Pag titingnan natin, meron tayong loans payable dito sa chart of accounts. That's why we have to credit the amount of 600,000 loan to loans payable. Class, take note that liabilities, 'di ba? Ang loans payable po is a liability account. And what is the normal balance for a liability account? Credit, 'di ba? Tandaan niyo si imaginary tattoo sa mga daliri ninyo. Liabilities po, ang normal balance niya is credit. That's why whenever we are going to record liabilities or an increase in liabilities, we have to credit such account title pertaining to liability, or yung account title na liability account na nga. So in this case, March 10 to, nangutang si Z Company in the amount of 600,000 cash. Since nangutang siya ng cash, may papasok na cash sa business niya amounting to 600,000 pesos. But take note, yung cash na yan ay utang niya. So, we have to credit it to loans payable since loans payable po yung meron tayo sa chart of accounts. The amount of 600,000. Class, take note that for every debit, for the amount of your debit na nilalagay mo dyan, dapat equal siya sa amount ng credits na meron ka. Okay, so always check for the equality of your debits and credits. Kasi pag hindi yan equal, then mali yung iyong journal entry. For the next transaction, March 12, we still have lots of transactions to record. Okay? So, for March 12, collected fully the receivable from client X last March 8. Nung March 8, ito yung record natin kay client X, 'di ba? So, nag-render tayo ng service sa kanya on account. So, on March 12, makaka-collect na tayo from client X. So, March 12. So, class, how are we going to record collections of receivables? Class, kapag i-analyze natin when we are going to collect our receivables, syempre, 'di ba, magiging cash na yung receivables natin. So therefore, we have to debit cash, 'di ba? Kasi cash ay asset, 'di ba? Kapag magre-record tayo ng increase in cash, i-debit natin siya. This time yung other asset natin, accounts receivable, kailangan na natin siyang i-credit kasi kung makakakolekta tayo ng receivables, mababawasan na siya. Magagalit yung customer natin kapag hindi natin inalis yung receivable natin sa kanya. Okay, makakakolekta ka na sa kanya, therefore, automatic, kailangan bawasan mo na yung receivable mo sa kanya. And how to show a decrease in accounts receivable? Ma'am, accounts receivable is an asset type of account, therefore, a decrease in accounts receivable, credit po dapat siya. Okay. So, class, magkano nga yung utang ni client X? 100,000. So, on March 12, nakolekta na po lahat yung 100,000 na yan. Okay. So, always remember our rules for debits and credits. Kasi, kapag hindi, kinalimutan mo si debits and credits, mahirapan ka po mag-prepare ng journal entries. And take note also the account titles that we have discussed in our previous discussions and presentations and even in our synchro session, 'di ba, yung mga account titles under ng assets, lahat 'yon kapag tataasan mo sila, you have to debit all the account titles under assets and expenses kasi 'di ba sila yung may debit. And lahat ng under ng liabilities, equity and income, silang tatlo, meron silang normal balance na credit. Therefore, kapag magre-record ka ng increase sa kanila, credit mo naman sila. Then, to show a decrease in assets and expenses, i-reverse mo yung normal balance nila. Okay? Ganon din kay liability, income, and expenses. Kapag decrease, i-reverse mo or taliwasin mo yung normal balance nila. Okay? So, yun yung pinakamabilis na technique na alam ko na itinuro ko sa inyo. Pagre-record ng entry. So, for the next transaction, March 15, so write the date first. So, on March 15, purchased supplies from Sun National Life Bookstore. Halo-halo ng bookstore ito. 24,000 pesos. So, class, again, purchased yung ginamit niya, hindi investment, no? So, purchased yan, it means to say that Z Company uses its own cash in availing or in acquiring the asset in the form of supplies. Yun yung binili niya eh. So, class, may papasok na supplies sa business. The supplies in the business will increase And again, supplies po ay asset. Nandito siya under ng asset, oh. So, supplies are asset account. So, which means to say that if we are going to record an increase in supplies, kailangan po natin mag-debit ng supplies. Ma'am, bakit mag-i-increase yung supplies? Ano ka ba naman? When you purchase supplies, of course, the amount of supplies in your company will increase. Diba? So, to show an increase in supplies, you have to debit it. And since sinabi niya na nag-purchase siya, wala naman sinabi dito sa statement na to na on account yan, it means to say that we are safe to assume that the company made a cash payment. Okay, so we record supplies in the amount of 24,000 pesos. Next is March 20. Purchased furniture and fixtures on account. Again, purchased. This is an acquisition of an asset on account. Therefore, accounts payable yan. From Neswool, 30,000 pesos. So, class, may papasok na asset sa business natin in the form of, or sa kay Z Company, in the form of furniture and fixtures. Okay. So, we have to record an increase, March 20, an increase in the asset in the form of furniture and fixtures. Ano ba yung account title na pinapagamit sa atin? Always check in the chart of accounts yung mga account titles na ginagamit ng business. So, we use furniture and fixtures to record yan. Diba? So, in the amount of 30,000 pesos. So, we have to write the amount in the debit column, 30,000 pesos. And since it is stated in the problem that it is an on-account transaction, we have to record it as accounts payable. So, March 22, paid salaries to employees, 25,000 pesos. So, salaries, payment of salaries is under ng expenses. So, how are we going to record expenses, class? So, ang expenses po ay debit, diba? So, if you're going to record salaries expense, we have to debit it. Okay? So, on March 22, we have to debit salaries expense. Salaries expense in the amount of 25,000 pesos. And then, credit, cash, 25,000 pesos. So, class, ganito. Para mas madali. March 22 tayo nag-stop, So, again, assets and expenses, they have debit as their normal balances. So, whenever in our business analysis, we find out that there is an increase in the asset accounts or in the expense account, we have to debit the following account titles. Kung ano yung affected na account title dun sa problem, okay? And the liabilities, the rest kasi credit na yung normal balance. The liabilities, capital, credit, capital and income, they all have credit as their normal balances. So, whenever in our analysis of business transaction, we find out that there's an increase in the liabilities or capital or income. So, we have to credit them. Maalin man dito sa mga to kung ano yung account titles affected in the business transaction. But, in case na decrease po yung ating analysis sa kanila, we have to reverse the normal balance of each account title. Okay, so for example, decrease in cash dun sa analysis natin. So, we have to credit cash kasi we have to oppose the normal balance of assets. Halimbawa, we have to record or based on the analysis that we have made in the business transaction, we find out that there is a decrease in the accounts payable. So, we have to debit accounts payable, kabaliktaran ng normal balance niya, diba? To show a decrease in the accounts payable. Okay, so yun yung pinaka na simplest pa. Yun yung simplest technique na pwede kong ituro sa inyo pag prepare ng journal entry. So, for the next transaction, March 24, received bill from Meralco worth 6,800. Class, take note that in March 24, hindi sinabi ng problem kung nagbayad na ng cash. So, ang assumption natin dito, naka-receive lang tayo ng Meralco bill, but still, it is an unpaid bill. Hindi pa bayad. Therefore, kung hindi pa bayad, kasi unlike kay March 25 na sinabi ng problem na received and paid, okay, dito kasi received bill lang. Therefore, dito naman, received and paid sa March 25, okay? So, therefore, sa March 24, ang assumption natin dito ay hindi pa nagbabayad si Z Company ng 6,800 to Meralco. Therefore, kung magre-record tayo sa March 20, March ano nga ba to? Malapit na tayo matapos sa March 24. Sa pagre-record pa lang to, class. Marami pa tayong gagawin. The accounts and trial balance. So, March 24, received bill from Meralco. Pag mga ganyan, di ba, ang pasok po natin dyan ay utilities expense. Ma'am, kahit hindi pa bayad, utilities expense na. Di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, huwag kakalimutan si accrual principle which states that we're going to record expenses kapag nagamit na natin or na-consume na natin yung assets or yung services nung ibang company, di ba? In this example, si Meralco, nagamit na natin yung kuryente, therefore, we have to record or to treat it as an expense na, so utilities expense. But still, walang sinabi kung bayad na. So, we have to record it as utilities payable. Class, wala pala tayong, ayun na, may utilities expense, 510. Tama pala. Okay. So, magkano yung Meralco bill? 6,800. 6,800. On March 25, received and paid. Sorry. On March 25, received and paid the bill from Water District Office 1,600. So in this case, we debit it to utilities expense, but since bayad na daw, credit ka na ng cash in the amount of 1,600 pesos. 1,600. March 26. Mr. Z withdrew supplies from the business for personal use. So again, how are we going to record withdrawals made by the owner? Tingin kayo sa chart of accounts para makita ninyo kung ano yung account title na ginagamit. So we have your Z drawings to record for the withdrawals. To record the withdrawals made by Mr. Z. Okay, so on March 26, nag-withdraw siya ng supplies. Take note na withdraw niya ay supplies. Therefore, hindi cash yung withdraw niya ha. So, on March 26, nagkaroon ng withdrawals. Class, take note that drawings account, ang normal balance po niyan ay debit. Kasi every time na nagwi-withdraw si owner, nababawasan yung capital amount niya, account niya. Therefore, paano bawasan si capital? Baliktarin mo yung kanyang normal balance. Therefore, ang mga drawings or withdrawals, debit po ang normal balance. Okay. So, Z drawings, magkano yung withdraw niya na supplies? 5,000. And then, mag-credit ka ng supplies to show a decrease in the supplies in the company. Kasi kukunin siya ni Mr. Z. Withdrawin siya. Okay. So, on March 28, Z Company paid the balance to Neswool. Si March 8 transaction. Magkano yung utang natin kay... Bakit ito ay March 8? Nasaan yung kay Neswool? March 20 pala. Sorry. So, si March 20 transaction... So, on March 28, magbabayad tayo kay Neswool. Noong March 20, nangutang tayo sa kanya ng furniture and fixtures amounting to 30,000 pesos. So, babayad tayo ng accounts payable. Mababawasan yung accounts payable natin ngayon, 'di ba? So, paano mag-record ng decrease sa liabilities? Ang liabilities po ay may normal balance na credit. Therefore, to show a decrease in liabilities, we have to debit it. So, de-debit tayo ng accounts payable para tanggalin na natin yung utang natin kay Neswool. And then, mag-credit na tayo ng cash this time since we're going to make cash payment to Neswool na for the furnitures and fixtures. On March 30, paid the bill to Meralco. So, si March 24 transaction. Diba sa March 24 natin, ito yung entry natin. So, if we are going to pay utilities payable, magde-debit na rin tayo this time ng utilities payable. So, March 30. So, we have to debit yung utilities payable natin. Para mawala na siya. Okay? Kasi babayaran na natin siya eh. 6,800 and then credit na rin tayo ng cash kasi maggagawa na tayo ng cash payment. Oops, hindi balance. Napasobra yung 0. Okay. So, for the last transaction, March 31, received advance payment from customer 60,000 pesos, in which the services are still to be rendered in the next 4 months. So, class, in this transaction, naka-receive na tayo ng advance payment from our customers. Or si Z Company naka-receive na ng 60,000 na cash. Therefore, sa March 31, magde-debit na siya ng cash in the amount of 60,000 pesos. But still, class, the services are still to be rendered in future time, 'di ba? So, hindi pa nakakapag-render ng service. So, we are not going to record it as service revenue kasi wala pa tayong right or wala pang right si Z Company na mag-record ng income. Kasi hindi pa siya nakakapag-render ng service. Kasi nakalagay sa March 31 business transaction, i-render yung service ay for the next 4 months pa. Okay, so therefore, ang pasok muna niyan ay yung kaninang ina-explain ko. Dito sa unearned service revenues under ng liabilities kasi Z Company, in effect, magkakaroon siya ng liability do sa customer na nag-make ng advance payment. Okay, so credit unearned service revenue in the amount of 60,000 pesos. Okay, class. So now that we are done preparing all the journal entries for the month of March, mag-post na po tayo ng transactions papunta sa T accounts. Class, sa T accounts kasi, we are going to sort similar account titles. Okay? So, lahat ng transactions kay cash, pagsasama-samahin na natin. So, ito po yung example or yung kung ano itsura ng T account. Ganito siya. Isang malaking T. Tapos nakalagay dyan yung mga account titles na ginamit natin sa pagre-record. So, kung ako sa inyo, pag magsasagot kayo ng ganitong comprehensive problem, all the account titles that you see in the chart of accounts, gawan nyo na yan ng T accounts. Okay, so T accounts for cash, for AR. So, yung una kong ginawa dito is T accounts for all the asset accounts. So, for all the assets. So, normally, the asset account titles usually starts with 100, 110, with 10 intervals. Okay. So, yan. So, lahat ng to, ginawan ko na siya ng T account. So, ma'am, ano mangyayari dyan? Diba? Yan yung T accounts ng assets. So, lahat ng nasa left side, lahat po yan ay debits. Lahat ng nasa right side, credits. Yun ang itsura ng T accounts, diba? Ngayon, yung rules lang natin, since ang assets po natin, ang normal balance po nito ay debit. So, anything that we put on the debit column means increase or addition. Anything that we're going to write on the credit side means deduction or decrease in amount. Okay? So, yung sa baba niya, nag-prepare na rin po ako ng T accounts for all the liabilities account. Okay? So, liabilities. Class, ang liabilities ay ano ang normal balance? Credit. So, this time, lahat naman ng nasa credit ay pang-add. Lahat naman ng nasa debit ay pang-minus. Okay? So, for the next set of the accounts, ito naman ay para kay capital. Kay capital, di ba, credit din po. Makikita mo rin yan dito. Under ng, may nakalagay naman eh. Okay? So, again, since credit ang normal balance niya, lahat ng nandito, add, lahat ng nandito, minus. Okay. Maliban kay Z drawings. Kasi Z drawings po ay, take note that drawings account, debit ang normal balance. So, lahat ng nandito sa debit niya, add, lahat na nandito, minus. Okay. So, capital next ay revenue accounts or income accounts. So, ito, credit din po siya. So, lahat ng nasa credit side, pang-add. Lahat ng ilalagay natin dito, pang-minus. Okay? So, pagdating dito, expense accounts. Ang expense accounts po ay debit po yung kanyang normal balance. So, lahat ng ilalagay natin dito, i-minus natin sa total dito. Ganon din dito. Okay. So, ngayon, simulan na natin ang pagpo-post ng transactions from journal sheets to T accounts. Okay. So, class, we begin with cash. Okay. So, on March 1, we debit cash. Therefore, we have to debit 200,000 dito. Okay, 200,000, copy lang natin yan. Kung ano yung appearance niya or itsura niya sa journal sheets nyo, yun din siya. For example, in our journal sheet, cash is debited in the amount of 2,000. So, we have to transfer it to the T account of cash or for cash amounting to 2 million. Kung nakadebit siya doon, nakadebit din siya dapat dito. Okay, so since naka-record na po or naka-post na tong transaction na to, we have to write the account number of cash in the PR column to indicate or to remind us that this transaction is already posted to the accounts. Okay. So, next example, sorry, ang cash po ay 100. Okay. Next is land, 4 million. So, we have to debit 4 million to land. Hanapin natin yung T account ni land sa assets. So, ayun. So, magkano? 4 million. So, debit din natin siya dyan. And then, naka-credit. Since naka-post na siya, lagyan natin ng account number kay land, 150. To indicate na naka-post na po siya sa T account. Si Z Capital, hanapin natin yung kay Capital. Liitan ko lang to para madali maglipat. Kay Capital, nandito tayo. So, may naka-credit na 6 million. Copy natin to. So, 6 million. Then, yan. Lagyan natin ng, ano nga ang account number for Z Capital? 300. So, lagyan natin ng 300. So, ganun din yung gagawin nyo sa rest ng journal entries na ginawa natin. So, iisa-isahin natin yan. Huwag kayong maiinip. Okay. So, ganito ang gagawin nyo sa exam. So, computer, 50,000. Ayun, ang computer. Naka-debit po siya. 50,000. And dahil naka-debit na siya, lagay natin yung 113 account number. Si cash this time ay naka-credit. Therefore, credit natin siya. Di ba yung down payment? So, lagyan na natin ng account number. Then, si accounts payable na 25,000 credit. Punta ka sa accounts payable na T account and i-credit mo din siya. So, naka-post na siya. Write 200. Accounts receivable, debit. $100,000. So, lagyan na ng 110 na account number. Service revenue, credit, 100,000. Nasaan ang income? Oops. Nasaan ang income? Ayun. Service revenue, naka-credit po siya in the amount of 100,000. So, 400. Okay. Next, March 9, debit cash and credit. Credit na ulit natin service revenue. 56,000. 56,000. Sorry. And then, may naka-debit na cash, 56,000. Punta ka kay cash na T account. May naka-debit na 56,000 pesos. So, ano nga ang cash? 100 ang account number. Next, cash ulit, debit, 600,000. So, 100. Next is loan payable or loans payable. Hanapin mo sa liabilities. Ayun. 210. Loans payable, 600,000. Okay. So, 210. Tama ba? Okay. Next is cash ulit. Marami talagang transactions kay cash kasi yan ang ginagamit ng business, diba? Sa operations niya. So, cash, debit, 100,000. Lagyan mo na ng 100 tong account number. Or PR, posting reference. And then, accounts receivable, credit, 100,000. So, kung makikita nyo, wala na yan, diba? Kasi may debit, may credit. So, 110. Next, tsaga-tsaga lang talaga. Supplies, debit, 24,000. And credit, lagyan mo muna si supplies. Anong account number niya? 120. Credit cash, 24,000. So, this time, may naka-credit ka dyan na cash, 24,000. 100. Next, furniture and fixtures. May naka-debit ka dyan. Kasi, di ba nag-acquire ka? Worth 30,000. And then, credit accounts payable, kasi inutang mo yan. Punta ka kay accounts payable, credit mo siya. So, 30,000 pesos. Si accounts payable po ay 200. Tama ba? 200 yung account number. Then, salaries expense, naka-debit. So, hanapin mo si salaries expense. Under ng expense na T-account, ayun. Salaries expense, may naka-debit ka na 25,000. Kinakopy ko lang. And then, cash na. So, si salaries expense ay 500. Paglagay natin sa PR niya, 500. Kay cash, naka-credit na 25,000 pesos. So, 100. Next, malapit na tayo matapos. Utilities expense, naka-debit. Utilities expense. Punta ka sa expense. Naka-debit po siya the amount of 6,800. Utilities payable. Punta ka sa liabilities. Naka-credit. Ito yung Meralco bill natin kanina na 6,800. 220. Next, utilities expense ulit. Punta ulit sa baba. Utilities expense 16,510. And then cash 16 ulit. Cash 16. Credit. Next is drawing. Z drawings 5,000. So punta kay capital. Debit ang withdrawals ha. So, debit ka dyan ng drawings, 5,000. And credit supplies, 5,000. Ano nga ulit ang account number ni drawings? 310 and 120. 310 and 120. Okay, next. So, 3 transaction na lang. Transactions. So, debit accounts payable. 30,000. Credit cash. So, 200 to. Sorry. 200. Then, credit cash. Ito. Then, write the account number in the PR column. Then, utilities payable. Payment ng utilities payable to. So, naka-debit si utilities payable and naka-credit si cash. 6,800. Okay. So, 220 and 100. Then, last transaction na ipopost natin sa T-account. May naka-debit na cash. Amount is to 60,000 pesos. And then, sa naka-credit, unearned service revenue. So, lagyan muna natin si cash naman. And then, unearned service revenue under ng liabilities. Credit tayo dyan ngayon ng 60,000 pesos. So, lagyan natin ng sa PRs. Ito yung naka-post na. Class, right after posting all the transactions in the T accounts or on their corresponding T accounts, ang kasunod na gagawin natin ay ito-total natin ang debits and credits Ano ba tong napindot ko? Okay. Sorry. Kunin na natin lahat ng debits and credits. So, i-total natin yung debits ni cash. Ganon din yung total credits niya. Okay. So, this time, mas malaki yung kay debit compared kay credit. So, we're going to record or to put the ending balance of cash on the debit side or on the debit column. So, just get the difference. So, it means to say that this is now the ending balance of cash account. Okay. So, double rule mo siya. Next po ay si receivables. Class C receivables, as you can see, zero na siya. Kasi debit credit, so 100 minus 100,000, it means to say na 0 na po ito. Okay. So, maglagay na lang ako dito sa kanyang debit ng 0. Okay. Kasi 100,000 minus 100,000 is 0. Okay. Next, supplies. Si supplies po ay 24,000. Pag ganitong isa lang, you don't have to get the totals of the debits and credits. You can directly minus or offset the two amounts under the supplies account, diba? So, minus 5,000. So, it means to say that the ending balance for supplies amounts to 19,000 pesos. Okay. Next is computer. So, wala namang iba. Therefore, ang ending balance ni computer is 50,000. Kasi 50,000 minus 0, walang nakalagay sa credit. So, 50,000 yung ending balance niya. Next is furniture and fixtures. Ganun din po. So, 30,000 din. Next, ganun din ang land. Magkano siya? 4,000 pesos. Okay. So, tapos tayo mag-total ng assets. Punta tayo kay liabilities. Kay liabilities, total mo lahat ng credits, ganun din ng debits. Tapos, mas malaki syempre kay credit. Usually, kasi yun naman yung normal balance niya. So, kay credit mo, itapat ngayon yung, kay credit mo ngayon, itapat yung ending balance. So, the ending balance would be the total credits minus total debits. So, the ending balance for your liabilities account title is 25,000 pesos. Kuwitan lang natin to. Okay. So, ganun din to. Yan. For loans payable, wala namang ibang transaction. So, ito na rin lang siya. Ito yung nangutang siya. Utilities payable, class 0. Dito mo na lang tapat kasi since liability naman siya. Kasi yan ay 6,800 minus 6,800. So, 0 ang iyong ending balance for utilities payable. Then, for unearned service revenue, 60,000 din siya. Kasi 60,000 minus 0, wala namang nakalagay dyan. 60,000 credit. Okay. We are now done with the liabilities. Let's proceed to capital. Kay capital, wala naman din nakalagay na. Diba? Kundi yan lang. Sorry. So, yan. Then, kay drawing, syempre, debit yan. Yun ang normal balance niya. 5,000. For income account, dalawa lang. Walang nakalagay sa debit. So, ang pinakang total niya is 156,000 total service revenues. For expense, so, yan lang. Kay utilities expense, may dalawa. Debit. Okay. Class, ngayon tapos na tayo mag-total ng ending balances ng lahat ng T accounts. Pwede na po tayo mag-proceed dun sa pangatlong requirement, which is the preparation of the preliminary trial balance. So, in your trial balance, just write the name of the company, write trial balance for the month of March 2020. So, for this column, we're going to record all the account numbers. And for the second columns, the account titles. And then dito yung lagay ko na nga account numbers. Dito si account titles. Dito si debit and dito si credit. Ma'am, anong ilalagay natin dyan? Lahat ng account titles na may balances pa po dito sa e-account. Okay, so for example, si asset. Uunahin natin lahat ng assets followed by liabilities, capital, income, and expenses. So kung ano-ano yung mga pagkakasunod ng presentation ko dito sa T-accounts, yun din ang presentation niya dito sa trial balance. So meron tayo ditong cash na lagyan natin yung cash. Cash. Or kopyahin nyo na lang yung nandito sa chart of account. Cash, accounts receivable, supplies, computer. Tingnan nyo sa T-accounts kung meron silang mga balance. Class, for example, itong si accounts receivable, 0 na siya. Wag na natin siyang i-present dito sa trial balance. Kasi wala naman na siyang amount na ilalagay dito, 'di ba? Supplies, and then, si cash ay 100, si supplies po ay 120, kung di ako nagkakamali. Ayun, si supplies. Next is computer. Si computer ay 130. Next ay si furniture and fixtures, and then land. So, lagay natin furniture and fixtures, and then land. Sorry. Diba? So, 140 and 150. 140 and 150. Next natin ilalagay ay yung mga liabilities accounts, 'di ba? So, meron tayo. Ay, kunin na pala natin yung balances. So, si cash, meron siyang ending balance na 270T. So, class, lahat ng ending balances na na-compute natin sa T accounts natin, we're going to bring them forward to the trial balance of the company. Okay, so supplies, at the end of the preparation of trial balance, kailangan yung totals ng debits and credits may equal or parehas. Okay, so si supplies po, ang kanyang ending balance ay 19,000 debit. Kaya mahalaga kung debit or credit yun, kaya mahalaga na tama yung pagkakatapat ninyo is kasi dadalhin mo din yan kung ano yung ending balance niya, kung saan siya nakatapat dito sa T-accounts, yun din dapat yung presentation niya sa trial balance. Okay? So, for computer, nakadebit na 50,000, for furniture and fixtures, 30,000, and for land, 4 million ata to. Hindi ako nagkakamali. Ayun, 4 million debit. So, for the next accounts, we have accounts payable. So, for accounts payable, siya ay 200, diba? So, may credit siya. Punta na tayo sa liabilities account sa. May credit siya na 25,000 pesos. Next account is loans payable, utilities, and unearned. So, lagay na natin. Loans payable, utilities payable, and unearned service revenue. So, we have here 210, 220, and 230. So, magkano ang kay loans payable? Ang kay loans payable, ma'am, ay 600. Wala na pala tayong utilities payable, sorry. So, alsin ko na siya kasi 0 siya pagdating kay T-account. Okay. So, panik tayo kay unearned service revenue. Meron siyang 60,000 pa na balance. Next ay kay capital account. So, we have Z capital and Z drawings, diba? So, si Z capital is 300 and treated. So, si capital po ay credit. Kung di tayo nagkakamali, credit siya dito sa T account natin. Baba tayo kay Z capital, 6 million. And then Z drawings, take note. Debit po yan, 5,000. Next ay income account. Si isa lang naman, diba? So, we only have service revenues under ng income accounts natin. So, service revenue, so that's 400. Revenues ay credit. So, magkano siya? Service revenue natin amounts to 156,000 credit. And for the expense accounts, we have salaries expense and utilities expense. So, we have here 500 sorry, 500 and 510. So, expense accounts, normally ay debits yung mga yan. So, 25,000 and 8,400 dito kay utilities expense. So, now, this is the moment of truth. Balance kaya tayo. Lagay natin dito yung totals. Okay? So, we have to get the sum of all the debits. So, ang debits natin ayan. So, ang total ng ating credits, sana yun din para hindi ako mapahiya. Okay, class. So, balance tayo. Okay. So, class, don't forget to write peso sign nga pala. Okay. So, ang peso sign, huwag kakalimutan. So, class, ayan. Tapos ang aking discussion from journal entries to preparation of the accounts. So, dapat yung mga yan ay may peso sign ha. Di ko lang na simulan. Pag wala kayong peso sign, naku, mamalian ko kayo. Okay, class? So, kung mapapansin nyo, pag nagkamali kayo sa preparation of journal entries, sunod-sunod na yan. Mamamali ka hanggang dito kay trial balance. Okay. So, class, this will be the end of my video lecture for this topic. So, I hope that you learned a lot and ma-apply nyo ng tama pagdating sa exam week. Okay. So, goodbye. Keep safe.